All right, people, we need to discuss this. The FCC is really starting to kind of get cooking here, led by Brendan Carr, the commissioner, the chair. He is really trying to do some disruptive things. What I think he wants to do is make sure that America is put in a position to be best suited for survival, for the ability to thrive in the future, be a leader within the international space. Like it's not just about one company, right? He's looking at it holistically. And one of the things that we know is a problem that the FCC is trying to address is the spectrum pipeline. Wireless spectrum is the lifeblood of the capacity for our wireless networks. And one of the things that has become very clear and evident is fixed wireless access, 5G home internet, as a strength for the country. It is a fantastic way to close the digital divide. It is an incredible way to create competition within the home broadband space beyond just, fiber providers, cable, wireline options. And whether it's mobile broadband or home broadband, and really those two things can be leveraged on the same network, right? So building capacity and then multi-purposing it seems to be working for the likes of T-Mobile, Verizon, and even AT&T. Now, the 12 gigahertz spectrum, which has tons of bandwidth in it, right? And we're talking about, how is that going to be leveraged and utilized? We know about the satellite potential, and that seems to be something that the FCC and, Commissioner Brendan Carr, Chair Brendan Carr, really wants to do. But, we can't sleep on the fact that some of that bandwidth should and could be utilized for the mobile wireless experience. And, if it gets redirected for purpose to satellite, what does that mean for companies like SpaceX, Starlink? What does that mean for ASTS? What does that mean for Globalstar and all these other companies potentially getting involved? I even think about Dish and EchoStar. But I don't want that to happen where we're going to abandon what the terrestrial wireless networks are going to require. I do want to see and this is something I've discussed on the Patreon and with the YouTube members. I think there has to be some kind of a distribution that's going to be friendly to multiple angles, right? That the traditional terrestrial networks versus the non-terrestrial networks, we need both to be strong. Like we're talking about, winning for the United States. We're talking about being competitive, having strength, and no weaknesses to our connectivity. You can't really abandon one or the other. I think you are definitely going to need both. And I think you're best suited by giving as much as you can to the mobility networks. I really do. And whether it's enterprise, business, consumer, satellites is great, and it should not be something that's neglected. I just can't shift my entire focus of that 12 gigahertz band over to satellite. I don't think that's the right way to do this. I do believe there needs to be some kind of a thoughtful balance between the distribution of that bandwidth. There's a lot. So there is a way to do this. So hopefully some good decisions are made and some really good negotiations are had in which, you see the allocations of this bandwidth going to the right folks. And of course, distributing it in an affordable way that these carriers can build to it, right? And make it, really substantial for consumers and for the American public. I think it's the right thing to do. Hell, we've got T-Priority now. We've got Verizon Frontline. We could throw them a bone. FirstNet, we already know they've been given the world, and AT&T and stuff. There's a lot of potential here. I just hope that all angles are considered, every rock is turned, and all the right decisions are made. But what do you guys want to see happen to the spectrum? It is quite a bit of bandwidth. If I remember correctly, we're talking about hundreds of megahertz of bandwidth that could be given to all types of different carriers, providers, and network builders. And it all can work. Absolutely. Let me know what you guys think about all this. Where should it go? How should it be allocated? What should that structure look like? Drop me some comments. Like, share, and subscribe. Check out some more videos. We'll see you guys on the next one.